Welcome, everyone, to the home of the war chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the SMU Mustangs taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Mustangs offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a super.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Wants to bring it back.
Returner is tackled down at the 34.
So Florida State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Trying to get to it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The offense set for a 1st down play. He's looking to throw it. He makes the connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to...
And that one is picked up in the end zone. Takes it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Seminoles.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And, boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads. Trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Makes one man miss. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And the Mustangs want to move quickly.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Mustangs with the 1st and 10.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. The 40. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State. How efficient position have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The play action fake. He's right on target. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
And he breaks into the open. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. To the ground, he's got it again. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the 1st down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. No huddle offense to the line. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Pulls it in. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, no!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. Lowers those pads. He will score. Touchdown, Mustangs. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Snapped it in the shotgun. It's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more, whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. First down here for the offense. Quarterback checking off. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Coming after it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
They could have used a little bit more there and picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's taking the shot. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Offense getting set for first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The sure hands, it's sticky.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got...
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw on 3rd. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
And the Mustangs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He'll take another shot here. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four-down territory. The offense still on the field. He'll throw it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. With the catch, it's Dickey. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting...
And that's a live ball. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown Seminoles! And the route is on.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Mustangs will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Stokes. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Sends it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. And the pummeling has started. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Florida State, 37, SMU.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The quick out. Nice move to keep running. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
They want to just keep throwing it. He's got his man. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Find space on the right. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the back. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Using his feet to buy time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sideline, it's Stokes. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Looking to buy time. Unleashes to the end zone. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over. Offense set on first down. He wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to pass. Fires to the middle. And the ball is intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Dickey. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, no! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Is good.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Chunked it away just as he was hit. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. The aerial assault continues. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off play action. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's in.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're